What's up, guys? Lucas still with Optimum Athletes, here with Sam Curtis. Sam, where are you from?
So I was born in the Bay Area,
Okay.
and I'm from Rockland, California. Moved there when I was about 1. Started off at good old Twin Oaks Elementary up to Granite Oaks, and then Rockland High School. We actually played Jesuit a couple times here.
You played with Mears in high school?
I did play with
Okay.
Mears in high school. Mears
Small
and Logan Webb.
There you go.
Yeah,
A couple good arms right there.
Couple good arms. Tried to teach me some stuff, but I wanted to be a shortstop first, but now I'm a pitcher. So.
Now you're a pitcher.
Yeah.
Did you go to, and then you went to Sierra out of high school?
I did. So actually I went to Sac State for a semester.
Okay.
Found out I didn't like it too much.
Were you going to play there?
So funny story, Reggie wanted to make me a pitcher.
And you're like, nah.
I'm like, no, I don't want to be a pitcher. I want to be a shortstop. And now look at me. I'm a
Look at you
pitcher.
now.
Yeah. But yeah, ended up there and then went to Sierra for 2 years and actually thought about not playing anymore. But kind of missed it after a couple months and got this little tryout with William Jessup and I ended up getting a scholarship to play
With Jake
there,
McKinley, yeah?
With Jake McKinley. Actually, at first it was Mike Hankins.
Wow, so you were there before Jake?
Yeah, I was there
Were you
before
there
Jake.
for a year before Jake? Or Wow, how was that?
It was rough. We had a pretty rough year.
How many wins did you guys have that year?
We had 10 wins.
And how many games? 40?
Like 45 or something like that.
Okay.
We went 10 and 35 that year, but yeah, we got Jake. He really turned that program around. Brought some good guys in, and ended up getting like 47 wins or something like that. So
It's a pretty quick turnaround.
Right.
And then did you go straight from Jessup into independent ball?
I did so that following summer, or right after the year, that summer, I went to Kansas and I played. It was called the NBC or something like that. It was like I don't know how to describe it. It was like summer, it was like college guys and it was guys trying to get picked up and going to the pros, got
Okay.
like done. So I ended up doing that for a summer. I mean, nothing really worked out from it, but learned how to pitch a little bit better, had a good pitching coach over there, learned a couple more pitches, and after that I came here with you guys and Brian gave me a shot in the Pacific for the Napa Silverados. Ended up making the team, and halfway through the summer I went to the Frontier League, and that's where I'm going back this year. So
Lake Erie Crushers, right?
Lake Erie Crushers, yeah.
And you were there with our guy Sean Johnson.
Yep. Yeah, I was at Napa too with Sean, and we both
Look at
got
that.
moved up in the same week, so that was kind of cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So this is an interesting kind of either dilemma or I don't know what you want to call it, but there's a ton of guys I feel like that are really good college players, right, or have good college careers and feel like they deserve a shot at pro ball, and then the draft comes, nothing. Maybe they try out for an individual team, either get cut or maybe they're just deciding whether or not to continue to play or hang them up,
Right.
which is obviously kind of like when do you draw that line?
Right.
So what kind of advice, I guess, would you have for someone going through that, deciding, okay, I just finished college, had a good year, but no pro interest. Do I keep playing? Do I go get a 9 to 5?
Right.
What kind of was your thought process with all that?
I mean, it was pretty tough, especially after Sierra when I thought about, not doing it anymore. But I mean, I just got to that point where I missed it so much. And if you really want to put in the work and if that's your dream of getting to the big leagues, then I'd say, have that motivate you to keep playing. And I mean, you just gotta want it. You know what I mean?
Right.
If you're kind of on the fence about it, I mean, I feel like that's really not the thing for you. You should go get a 9 to 5, But
Definitely.
I mean, yeah, you just gotta want to keep playing. I feel like.
Well, I saw it.
Simple
I've
as
seen
that.
it firsthand because we had my first year at Westmont, our second baseman, a guy by the name of Michael Stefanik, who
Right.
was an absolute stud.
With the Angels now, right?
With the Angels now.
That's right.
But
That's right.
he was like a guy that on paper didn't have really big league tools, right? Didn't have. He was slow, didn't hit for power, but I mean, if you watched him play, he was just a gamer.
Exactly.
Like he was a winner, and we all thought he was going to get drafted, just based on the fact that we saw him every day. And then,
Right.
and here comes, sets the school record for hits, all this stuff. No call in the draft. He had a couple workers and teams, nothing. And I think he was talking about. I wasn't ultra close with him. I think he was possibly talking about giving it up. I was like, okay, I guess I don't know how it takes.
Right.
And then at the very end of the summer, he signed with the Angels, rookie ball contract, whatever it was. Had a solid year, and then just freaking turned on TV the other day, and he's at big league camp with the Angels. It's like Mike Trout gets out, and he's up. And I was like, whoa, it was a
That's
pinch hit.
crazy.
And he got hit with the ball, so he was on.
No,
got
okay.
beaned. But I'm like, Michael Stefanik's in a big league game. Like,
I didn't even know it was a big league camp. Wow.
yeah. So
Good for
I think
him.
he's kind of been going up and down
Right.
from it. But
Right.
I was just like, wow, that's a guy that, you know, a year ago could have walked away from the game.
Right.
And now he's knocking on the door, basically.
Yeah.
So that's pretty tight.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, we also had a guy, Luke Coffey, who was our third baseman, that was a stud.
Yeah.
That we all thought had the big league tools.
Right.
And then he got hurt his senior year, and then he walked away from the game. And he has a girlfriend now. He's happy. So obviously, it's kind of you got to listen to yourself and listen to your heart and kind of know what you want to do.
Exactly.
But I guess you're living proof that even if you don't get drafted, you can keep playing ball if you want to.
Right.
So
It's got to believe in yourself too. You know what I mean? If you feel like you can do it, I feel like you should keep playing.
yeah.
Definitely.
So is this now going to be your second full year of pro ball?
Second full year of pro ball.
What are you looking forward to? What are your goals? What are you going up into the year this year?
I'm looking forward to starting at Lake Erie. Their facilities, I mean, the way they do their stuff, you know, it's cool. It's cool to watch, especially when I came in there. I waited a couple days before I started, and I just kind of like saw how they did their own things with warm-ups and just getting ready for the games, and it was a lot different than the Pacific. Nothing against the Pacific, you know, it was a really, really fun league to be in. It was a lot of good competition, but you know, I'm excited to go back to Lake Erie and
Perfect. Go
do
shove.
my thing. Go shove.
Go do your
Yep,
thing. Get back on the
exactly.
field. Go compete.
Exactly.
All right, man. So lastly, we got a baseball right over here. Let's go over your pitching repertoire. What do you throw? What pitches do you throw? What kind of cues do you have for the people at home?
Let's see. I mean, it's only my second year pitching, like I said, so
The converted shortstop, baby.
it's been pretty tough. But I mean, I just throw a normal four-seam fastball, slider, curveball, and I've been working on a changeup, but I don't hold it like a changeup grip. I kind of hold it like a splitter grip. So I kind of pretty much grip it on the side like this, and I have it come off that middle finger. But
Interesting.
yeah, it is kind of funky.
And then let's just kind of run through it. So where's your fastball grip?
All right, so
Just basic
fastball,
four-seam?
regular four-seam grip like this.
You tuck the thumb or no?
No, I just keep it kind of resting
Cool.
on the bottom. I've
You're
heard of a
pretty-
lot of people getting it like this, but yeah,
You're pretty right over the top, too.
I am pretty right over the top, yeah.
So that four-seam plays really well.
Yeah.
I mean, we were looking at the Rapsodo the other day. Like, you got pretty good spin efficiency and pretty good V-break on it. So that's
Yeah.
probably the go-to pitch for
I
you.
don't know how, I just throw it as hard as I can, so.
Sometimes you got to simplify it.
Right. But yeah, then I have a slider. I hold my slider and my curveball the same. With my slider, I come more at like a 3/4 angle.
Okay.
And then I throw my curveball like over the top like my fastball, but I try and get that wrist over like this.
Do you keep your fingers apart on that, or do you keep them together?
I keep them together.
Keep them together.
Yeah. And then yeah, like I said, with that funky changeup, I kind of hold it like a splitter, but I kind of hold it just like that on the curve, and I just let it roll off that middle finger off the seam, and I get a little bit of two-seam action.
Do you have any like big cue, or like when things start, going bad on the mound? Like, what do you kind of go back to?
So definitely my slider is my most confident pitch and my out pitch. So if I feel like some days my curveball isn't working very well, or my split change isn't working really well, I go back to that slider, and I feel like I can always get it in the strike zone. But
Perfect.
yeah, I mean, short and simple.
Yeah.
Nothing special.
Any last bit of advice for the viewers at home?
If you want to keep playing, you got to believe in yourself. You know, it's a tough game to play, and there's a lot of good guys out there. But if you feel like you can compete and stay in the game, then just, do your best and keep grinding. That's
Grind.
it.
All right, dog.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it. Good
Yep.
luck this year.
Thank you. Appreciate it.